we will discuss how to effectively approach revision, reorganization, analysis of PYQ, reflection of NYQ, next year question. I mean question 2026 based on analysis of PYQs, right? So look, society area, when it comes to probable questions or expected topics, what I believe, all topics are important in society, and there are limited number of topics, salient features of Indian society, role of women, women organization, gender issues, urbanization, migration, related issues, globalization, effect of globalization, communalism, regionalism, secularism, right? Tribal, I mean, social empowerment of marginalized communities, right? So in society, we have limited number of topics. So when we think of, probable topics, expected topics for this year, next year, or questions, here my suggestion would be, please try to prepare holistically. And in last, if you analyze previous 5-year question paper, you will find key questions are becoming more and more interdisciplinary in nature, right? So in such interdisciplinary questions, there is no point of neglecting any topic, right? Question, if you analyze 2025 question, UPSC CSE 2025 question paper, 24 question paper, CSE 24, society area, you will find there is clear transition towards multidimensional, analytical, issue-based questioning. Yes, now questions are not directly, from the topic discuss communalism, yeah, what is communalism type questions, right? So you have to prepare syllabus thoroughly, and the best thing is there are limited number of topics. Society area, I think the poorest section of paper one, right? You have to study history, geography, right? These are big disciplines, number of questions also more than society. But yeah, individually society last year 60 marks questions, 70 marks questions comes from society area. So when we think of what would be probable topics or expected questions, I will discuss some probable topics based on contemporary developments, questions based on contemporary observations, right? But my suggestion would be, it hardly society area will hardly take 1 week time to revise, reorganize, and update something from contemporary. Yes, and answer writing practice based on PYQ, particularly last 5-year question, 2021, 22, 23, 24, and 25. Yes, because since 2021 there is clear transition visible in nature of question, right? So this is on the basis of analysis. Today also I revised 2025 question paper, and I realized that UPSC is not just expecting you to remember the topics, have knowledge, but UPSC is testing your understanding, your ability to link concepts with facts, relationship between the topics, right? UPSC is asking more analytical, more interdisciplinary questions. I will take examples also. जो मैं बोल रहा हूं उसको examples I will prove also, right? So here, when it comes to one point, you can note. First point is clear. You have to prepare syllabus thoroughly, because in last 5 years the nature of question has evolved. Questions are not being asked related to particular topic, rather questions are becoming more and more interdisciplinary. I will give example, right? So better to read, revise all the topics mentioned in syllabus, and some latent topics related to like salient features of Indian society. Ab salient features में one salient feature is modernity and tradition. You can see question related to modernity and tradition in the past years. Further, caste system, family system, unity in diversity. One major aspect of Indian society is social transformation or change in social sphere, economic sphere, political sphere, cultural sphere, educational sphere, in every sphere, right? Despite diversity, social solidarity, cohesion, these are latent topics, So you should mark these latent topics too while preparing society area in GS paper 1. Just say women related issues. So evolving topics are there, not only just women empowerment, labor force participation, right? Women's mobilization in social sphere, economic sphere, political sphere, increased participation of women, but at the same time, increased violence against women because of continuation of patriarchal principles and practices. There is intersectionality in respect to women, tribal women, experiences, lived experiences are different from non-tribe women. Yes, now women belonging to lower hierarchy of the caste, their lived experiences are different from women from higher caste groups. Yes, na. Similarly, in respect to class. So what I mean to say, you need to understand these evolving, topics also, isn't it? Based on previous year question paper and question analysis, right? Similarly, urbanization, migration, what we see, what we are observing in society these days, informalization. Yes, na. Informal sector work organization in urban settlements being impacted, because of urban flooding differently. Yes, na. Urban rise in urban poverty, right? So many such like evolving themes are there. A smart city, how a smart city impacting, right, different sections of society. Isn't it a smart city and increase in frequency of urban flooding, right? So you have to learn the topics, the basics of these topics, the fundamentals of these topics. Yes, na. And you should also reflect on the evolution of the topic, right? Evolution you can sense based on contemporary development, contemporary observation. Yes, na. So सिलेबस को पढ़िए. यस ना. जब दिमाग में आए कि क्या ही सिलेक्टिव पढ़े, तो 6-7 टॉपिक्स आर देयर. अब इसमें भी क्या सिलेक्टिव होना है तो हिस्ट्री में हो जाइए, ज्योग्राफी में, पॉलिटी में, राइट. सिलेबस इज वाइड, सोसाइटी में नहीं. और सिलेक्टिव नहीं होना है बिकॉज क्वेश्चंस आर इंटरडिसिप्लिनरी. एज आई सेड, यूपीएससी इज नाउ टेस्टिंग योर ability to interlink topics. Yes, na, right? Remember, GS score, good score in GS1, particularly society, lies not in just in remembering, the topics, having knowledge of dimensions, textual definition, textual dimensions, editorial arguments. Rather, your ability to interlink, your understanding of relation between the topics, है ना, interconnection between the topics, right? अगर ये ability आप develop करते हैं अभी revision करते हुए, you will score well. Yes, na. Now, second point that I would like to highlight, while doing revision for writing answers, you must understand nature of question, right? Tomorrow we will do practice of some question paper, right? Practice test कल आपको लिखना है, उसमें ध्यान रखिए. Try to answer as per nature of question, isn't it? UPSC CSE 2025 clearly indicates change in nature of question. UPSC is moving beyond simple description, right, of the topics or the knowledge related to the topics to critical analysis or critical analysis and in-depth analysis, right? I will give some example related to change in nature of question, right? Look, earlier 2013 to 2020, right? Questions, writing answer to the questions required, conceptual clarity, defining the concepts, what is communalism, regionalism, explaining the dimensions, the issues, yes, na. But since 2021, if you refer previous year question paper, I guess you all have previous year question paper with you. So if you refer previous year question paper, you will realize UPSC is asking questions that requires more interlinkages, more application, more observation, not just like definition, dimensions, data, facts. Look, all these are important, but you will have to go beyond definition, dimensions, data, facts, reports to write answer of the question like, look, just say 2025 UPSC asked a question, do you think globalization results in only an aggressive consumer culture? जो क्वेश्चन है 2025 का कि do you think globalization results in only an aggressive consumer culture? Justify your answer, right? Ab look, in this question you have to go beyond consumer culture. Generally, whenever globalization comes in mind and question is do you think, right? So generally, yes, globalization has resulted into aggressive consumer culture. Yes, na consumption orientation. Yes, na open happiness, Coca-Cola, all such, like advertisement themes are promoted by social media, electronic media. Yes, na cinema, right? And masses are becoming more and more oriented towards consumption. Yes, na consumer orientation. All these global, corporations and all, right, promoting consumption, right? However, if we go beyond these facts like advertising, multinational corporations, digital media, marketing driven, lifestyle, culture, yes, na, all these are promoting consumer culture, right? But what we see in today's society, apart from reflecting, or globalization being linked to aggressive consumer culture, what we observe in society, globalization has also promoted technological integration, spread of modern ideas, right? Democratic values across the societies, right? Globalization has intensified worldwide social relations, has connected, local and global experiences, right? It has also expanded educational opportunities. Students from India going to America, Germany for studies, employment opportunities, right? It has also promoted, culture of, cultural exchanges, right? It has strengthened human rights, discussions, debates all across the globe, right? Many social movements in recent past we have seen hashtag Me Too movement, yes, na, right? Save environment movement through digital platforms, and these digital platforms are also product of globalization, isn't it? In Indian context, also we can see changes in a change in consumption is there. I mean, consumer culture has emerged in Indian society, but whatever I mentioned, all visible in Indian related to Indian society also, isn't it? Women empowerment, rise of Dalit entrepreneurship, right? Dalit capitalism, Dalit venture fund, Dalit chamber of commerce. Yes, na expansion of middle class in India, right? Entrepreneurship, startups as a result of technological advancement. Yes, na like we can see people have greater social awareness, right? So what I mean to say, ki not only consumer culture, rather globalization is a multi-dimensional process related to multiple facts, phenomena, right? Fine. While consumer culture is significant, outcome or indicator of globalization. However, its social, cultural, economic, environmental impacts are also well visible in society, Indian society. Yes, na? So what I mean to say, ki in recent times, like I mean, in year previous years, like CSE 2021, 22, 23, 24, 25, particularly 25 May, you can see, ki questions require more in-depth analysis, right? More interlinkages, not just, compartmentalized analysis. In this question, there are two conceptual, stimulus like globalization, consumer culture. Yes, now, but we have to relate it to many more facts and phenomena while writing answer, isn't it? We cannot just mug up what is globalization. Yes, now, causes of globalization, consequences of globalization, isn't it? केवल वो एक फॉर्मेट पे काम नहीं चलेगा. You will have to, have analytical, practice. आपको practice करना चाहिए, more and more analysis, है ना? Right? In-depth analysis, right? So tomorrow you are going to practice questions, isn't it? Many questions, practice questions, maybe interdisciplinary in nature, interdisciplinary hai. So in those questions, don't just write in fixed format. थोड़ा try करो, है ना? Like अपना intellectual imprint. Try to give your intellectual imprint in your answer. Yes, na? And that only through analysis, interrelations, correlations, application. Don't just write, definition, causage, consequences, right? Dimensions. यही होता है ना, causes, consequences, dimension, है ना? Data, facts. ठीक है, data, facts are important. Globalization related, trade related, women labor force participation related data and all, isn't it? Important है, लेकिन more than that, in such questions, analytical questions, right? You please do in-depth analysis, write applied answer. Yes, na? So for writing or dealing with, such questions, that is applied question, hybrid question, analytical question, apart from, reading your notes, start looking at society around you. Yes, na? जब भी आप ट्रैप हो जाओ कि ओ माय गॉड मुझे कुछ याद नहीं आ रहा है, ये क्वेश्चन में तो कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, तो प्लीज रिमेंबर, start looking at society around you. Many students have applied this funda of mine. अब ये जब भी आता है ये बात याद, तो मुझे प्रदीप सिंह का याद आता है ना? कि सर जहां I was in the questions where I was not able to write something, so I used to think, social, economic, political, cultural. I used to reflect on society. Yes, na? And फिर got point to mention, right? Yes, na? So this is, so start looking at society around you. Yes, na? And yes, as expert teacher of sociology, ऐसा मैं नहीं कहता, लोग कहते हैं, be that me or any other teacher can help you connecting, textbook or current affairs facts with conceptual analysis. Yes, na? And as you know, this is the platform. Through this platform, you can approach me whenever you have, problem in understanding the nature of question, whether this question is analytical, conceptual, applied, hybrid. Yes, na? Which includes, multiple dimensions. Yes, na? And how should I approach, such questions, right? Look, in previous year question paper, if you analyze, you will find question related to migration, right? Previous year questions you will find question related to migration, women empowerment. So look, when UPSC asks about migration, it is not asking about a chapter in your book, not asking just about, census data कि अभी census चल रहा है, migration related data सब याद करो. Yes, ना, मगअप करो. भाई ठीक है, data is important, right? But UPSC is asking about the people who live villages. Try to understand my point. The people who live villages. Who are the people who live villages? For cities, कौन लोग हैं, कौन है ये लोग जो माइग्रेट करते, राइट? पुअर पीपल, एग्रीकल्चरल वर्कर्स, राइट? लैंडलेस एग्रीकल्चरल वर्कर्स, स्मॉल एंड मार्जिनल फार्मर्स, स्टूडेंट्स, यस ना, who move for education, women also migrate to cities for opportunities and freedom from patriarchal restrictions, limitations, right? People belonging to lower hierarchies of the caste migrate to realize freedom from caste based humiliation, yes na, getting a point. Caste based principles, practices, both people belonging to lower hierarchy of the caste and higher hierarchy of the caste migrate to urban settlements. Notion of purity and pollution function in rural areas. So people of higher hierarchy of the caste also unwilling to work as MG नरेगा worker. अब तो खैर क्या नाम चेंज हो गया उसका, है ना, VB G Ram जी, not willing to work, yes na, because that work involves manual work, and manual work traditionally considered as menial work for higher hierarchies of the caste. So they also prefer to migrate to urban settlements. Yes, now, what I mean to say, if you're writing any question on migration, don't just write data, facts, reports, committee reports, नीति आयोग का report and all, है ना, जो आपको एक टेम्पलेट दे दिया जाता है, ठीक है, वो इंपॉर्टेंट है, बट sociology, society area, relates to humanities, yes na. So you must understand, you must, writing migration related question, you must ask about the people, you must think about the people who are migrating, yes na, why they are migrating. As I said कि different group of people, जैसे landless agricultural workers, small and marginal farmers, women, yes na, students, right? People belonging to lower hierarchy of the caste, higher hierarchy of the caste, they migrate because of different reasons. There may be some common factor, right? But there, after describing common factors of migration, जो आप किताब में पढ़ लेते हैं, push factor, pull factor. Apart from that, some in-depth analysis, है ना, to leave your intellectual imprint in your answer for getting 50% plus marks, 125 plus marks. Yes ना, that is important, right? So ध्यान रखिए. Questions फिर से repeat करता हूं मैं. Question जो है, questions have become analytical, more applied, more hybrid in nature, right? So the traditional template will not work. Traditional template जो आपको मिलता है, traditional template, है ना, जो आपके mentor लोग देते हैं, new generation mentors, right? उसमें प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है, स्टूडेंट्स आर नॉट फेचिंग गुड स्कोर. यस ना, आप देख लीजिए प्रीवियस ईयर, आई मीन 2025 का मार्क्स स्टेटमेंट मेरे पास भी है, यू कैन सी, यस ना, ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स गेटिंग बिलो 50% ऑफ द मार्क्स, राइट? तो कुछ करना है ऐसा. इफ यू आर राइटिंग क्वेश्चन रिलेटेड टू women empowerment, right? So think beyond the schemes, think beyond the policies, think beyond the data related to labor force participation, right? Observe society, society को जरा observe कर लो, yes ना, right? Increased mobilization of women, social mobility, female participation in higher education, informal employment, yes na, rise of women entrepreneurs, startups, yes na, debates about advocacies for workplace, security, equality, POSH Act and all, isn't it? Then observe the challenges still being faced by women, yes na, middle class women facing challenges balancing professional role, instrumental role and expressive role, yes na, right? So how patriarchy doubly burdened women, middle class women, working class women are doubly burdened with expressive role in the family and instrumental role in factories, work organization, in public life. Yes, now. So do observe these things. Apart from data, facts, textual definition, dimensions, try to add on these, observational facts, isn't it, phenomena, to add value to your answer. Yes, na? Right? तो कल जब आप प्रैक्टिस करें आंसर लिखने का, राइट, कल आपका कोई प्रैक्टिस टेस्ट है तो उसमें प्लीज अप्लाई दिस ऑब्जर्वेशन बेस्ड. यस ना. दिस मीन्स जो भी मैंने बात करा अभी ऑन नेचर ऑफ क्वेश्चन की नेचर ऑफ क्वेश्चन इज चेंजिंग, पहले से चेंज हो रहा है. यस ना. पहले टॉपिक वाइज क्वेश्चन था, अभी मल्टीपल टॉपिक्स, मल्टीपल डायमेंशंस रिलेटेड टू पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक, यस ना, इज बीइंग आस्क्ड. यस ना. So understanding nature of questions, my suggestion would be when you revise, at the time of revision, don't revise in compartments, do reflective thinking. Yes, na, in second revision, do reflective thinking on different topics. Try to borrow, facts and concepts from different topics to write one particular answer. Yes, na. Right. Try to connect the dots, think holistically, not in isolated, topical manner. Isolated topical manner में thinking society related questions में ठीक नहीं है. Yes ना, that may work in other subjects, no problem. बाकी subjects में ये काम करता है isolated topical thinking, but in society related, topics, society related question, you should think holistically. Yes na, right. Look, society, if you analyze, previous year question of society, like you will understand that social realities are not studied in isolation. Yes na, not being asked in isolation. Yes na. In society at large also you can see interconnection between phenomena, one phenomena impacting other. Yes na. Inflation impacting, families, price rise, inflation impacting family, affecting, education. Isn't it? जब education की बारी आती है तो फिर उसमें male and female का education, priority given to male education. Yes na. So things are not in isolation, and contemporary questions, demand and understanding of intersection, between multiple dimensions of society, multiple sectors of society, right? Family, economy, polity, constitution, technology, gender, culture, environment. Yes ना. आप देखो ग्लोबल वार्मिंग, क्लाइमेट चेंज हो रहा है, drought, frequency of flood is high, and women are differently affected, right? Tribals are differently affected, lower classes are being differently affected. Yes na. So for understanding, like society, we need to take into account different dimensions together. And so in contemporary questions, आज जो क्वेश्चन पूछा जा रहा है 2025-24, अगर लास्ट ईयर 5 क्वेश्चन यूपीएससी ने पूछा, you can see all 5 questions are multi-dimensional. Monodimensional question नहीं है. 5 questions are related to society last year, and all questions are multi-dimensional. How does a smart city in India address the issue of urban poverty and distributive justice? See, a smart city relates to urbanization. Issues of urban poverty, अब आपका एक टॉपिक है poverty and associated issues and distributive justice. Poverty and distributive justice. Yes na, right. So try to connect, as I said, the concepts, the facts, the dots. Yes na, isolation में नहीं होगा, ठीक है ना, right? Interdisciplinary linkage, जैसे इसी क्वेश्चन में, how does a smart city in India address the issues of urban poverty and distributive justice? You will have to link, right? Urbanization, a smart city like involves technological solutions, isn't it? Address the issue of urban poverty and distributive justice. So governance, social justice, distributive justice relates to inequality. Yes na. Poverty, inequality, isn't it? So all these dimensions all together have to be reflected in आंसर ऑफ दिस क्वेश्चन? यस ना? अगर आप देखोगे, जैसे मैंने एक क्वेश्चन कहा, डू यू थिंक दैट ग्लोबलाइजेशन रिजल्ट्स इन एन aggressive consumer culture? Justify your answer. Yes na? So in this question also you will have to think globalization, consumer culture, you know, media, electronic media, social media. Yes na? Lifestyle changes. Yes na? Health, family, changing family patterns. Yes na? Employment, right? Work from home. आजकल ये सब नया ट्रेंड है, work from home and all, isn't it? Digital platforms, digital solutions, rise of digital work organizations, है ना? Gig work and all, isn't it? So this is, I mean, multiple dimension you have to reflect. Yes na? Right? Further, जैसे एक आपका क्वेश्चन है, achieving sustainable growth with emphasis on environmental protection could come into conflict with poor people's need in a country like India. Comment. Like poverty is the topic mentioned in syllabus, लेकिन फिर भी like this is more hybrid in nature. Sustainable growth, है ना, environmental protection, है ना, poor conflict with poor people in countries like India, right? I mean such question also you have to incorporate multiple dimensions. एक तो sustainable development, then environmental issues, then livelihood. Yes na? Poor people है तो poverty. Yes na? Right? Environmental protection मतलब कि environmental justice, right? So try to reflect on multiple dimension while doing revision and writing answer. Try to connect the different dots. Yes na? Hidden in your answer for fetching good score. अच्छे marks के लिए जरूरी है. Yes na? Right? So this is, if I take one more question last year ka, to make you understand, how do you account for the growing fast food industries given that there are increased health concerns in modern society? Illustrate your answer with Indian experiences. Yes na? Right? In this question also you have to identify the dimension, right? Culture, क्या कहता है इसमें? Fast food culture, right? Here also comes the dimension of globalization. Globalization का dimension भी आएगा क्योंकि post LPG only fast food culture. Yes ना? Further consumer culture, right? Fast food is related to culture, lifestyle changes also. Our culture, lifestyle is changing. Yes na? Health issues, increasing health issues, health concerns, isn't it? Changing family patterns also, joint family to nuclear family, both husband and wife are working, no time to cook food, and so fast food ordered through Swiggy and Zomato. So multiple dimensions is involved, right? And you will have to connect all these dimensions. Yaad rakhiyega. Yes na? So tomorrow while practicing answer, please be more reflective. Don't just reflect on the topical reflection nahi karna hai. Rather you have to be reflective on the syllabus, multiple topics. Yes na? Not only 2023, I mean 2025 question paper, in 24 also UPSC asked many such questions. Just say in year 2024 one question, yes, question related to ki globalization has increased migration, urban migration by skilled young unmarried women. How has this trend impacted the personal freedom and relationship with the family? Yes na? This question is also multidimensional. In this question also you have to link globalization, women empowerment, migration, yes na, urbanization, changing family relation, gender autonomy. Yes na? Right? Such questions, understand, such questions require understanding how economic opportunities reshape gender roles, how economic opportunities has reshaped individual aspirations, how economic opportunities has received, I mean, changing after globalization, migration of by a skilled young women. Here, a skilled young women certainly, employment. Yes, na employment opportunities. Skilled young women have employment opportunities. So how that is, impacting family authority. Yes, na women becoming independent, and how that is impacting, I mean, social norms, new norms of living relationship. Yes, na. So such questions, in such questions, that approach of writing data, facts will not work. In such question, to fetch good score, you will have to do more analysis. Yes, na? Right. And as I told, you please reach out to me. I am available on call, on phone. ऐसे क्वेश्चंस का मतलब आप एक आंसर लिख लो, डेटा फैक्ट्स जो आपको बताया जाता है क्या कि इंट्रोडक्शन में डेटा फैक्ट्स रिपोर्ट्स, देन डायमेंशन, देन एडिटोरियल आर्गुमेंट, देन वे फॉरवर्ड. पूछा हो चाहे नहीं पूछा हो, वे फॉरवर्ड. हर जगह जबरदस्ती का सजेशन, वे फॉरवर्ड. मैं तो कहता हूँ कि डोंट यूज दिस टर्म वे फॉरवर्ड. इसका सिनोनिमस यूज कर लेना, कुछ सिनोनिमस टर्म यूज कर सकते हैं. वे फॉरवर्ड लिखना चाहिए, लेकिन इन द क्वेश्चंस वेयर यू आर आस्क्ड टू सजेस्ट, isn't it? Otherwise, conclude करने का there are many other ways also. Yes, na. But anyways, apart from these, dimensions, which is popular dimension of writing answer, please be more analytical in such questions. Yes, na. Right. If I take one more question to make you understand how to connect the dots. Okay, yes. In year 2003 also, UPSC asked one question related to urbanization. Right? It does urbanization lead to more segregation and or marginalization of the poor in Indian metropolises. Yes, na. I mean, this question also, marginalization, poor, poverty, Indian metropolis, urbanization, isn't it? So in this question also, you have to do interdisciplinary linkages. You have to be more applied, interdisciplinary. Yes, na. In this question also, you have to link urban growth, economic inequality, spatial segregations. Yes, na. Slums, rise of slums. Yes, na. Right. क्योंकि marginalization है. Right. The keyword. तो slums में तो marginalization है ना. Right. Social exclusion, isn't it? In such questions, like you have to link urban expansion with particularly this metropolis, with class divisions, housing issues, housing, disparities, right? Informal labor, low income, informal sector. Yes, na. Unequal access to, resources, right? Civic amenities and facilities, right? So this is, so try to reflect on these multiple dimensions. Nature of question, you have to write answer, and nature of question in sociology is changing, fast changing. Since 2021, you can see a clear transition. Yes, na. Transition ये है कि पहले topical questions were there, less scope, low scope to do in-depth analysis. Yes, na. अगर था भी तो एक दो questions में, but now almost all questions of society topics related to society topics are analytical. Yes, na. Applied, right, in nature, and that requires, holistic understanding, comprehensive understanding of all topics of the syllabus, and you need to connect the dots, isn't it, while writing answer. एक क्वेश्चन और आता है, whenever students discuss, कि सर करंट अफेयर्स में कितना पढ़ा जाए, कंटेम्पररी अफेयर्स में कितना पढ़ा जाए, कितना बेसिक्स एंड ऑल, isn't it? Particularly those students with no background in sociology. Yes, na. Look, my suggestion would be to try to balance static structural dimension and dynamic structural dimension. Yes, na. Right. आपको static and dynamic दोनों समझ में आना चाहिए. Here structure word I used कि सोसाइटी में जनरली अपन क्या पढ़ते हैं, स्ट्रक्चर्स का पढ़ते हैं. स्ट्रक्चर्स लाइक फैमिली, इकोनॉमी, पॉलिटी, एजुकेशन, रिलीजन, ये सब हमारे लिए क्या है, स्ट्रक्चर्स है, सोसाइटी सोशियोलॉजी में स्ट्रक्चर्स है ये सब, ठीक है ना, राइट। तो माय सजेशन वुड बी कि ट्राई टू बैलेंस स्टैटिक एंड डायनामिक स्ट्रक्चरल understanding in your answers. Yes na, try to give contemporary touch in your answer, right? Abhi society, Indian society related, if you analyze in society related questions, right, you will find majority questions, number of questions are related to some contemporary development. Yes na. So even static concepts like communalism, regionalism, right, these concepts also should be studied supported by contemporary developments, जो contemporary development हमारे society में दिख रहा है, right? Even जैसे last year UPSC asked one question is like last year one question, how do you account for, no ये तो fast food का, yeah, there is one question कि how do you account for growing fast food industries given that there are increased health concerns in modern society. Ab see, this question relates to change. Yes na, Indian society is characterized by continuity and change, right? So change and fast food culture is some contemporary development in our society, some contemporary issue in our society. Yes na. So you have to understand Indian society, salient features of Indian society, taking into account the contemporary development. While doing revision, try to reflect and relate even static topics with the contemporary developments, not just current development of 1 year, contemporary development, general awareness of past 2-3 years. Yes na. If you analyze previous year questions clearly indicate that in Indian society now you will have to prepare the contemporary topics related to contemporary development like digital divide, like AI driven social changes, gig economy. Yes na, changing nature of labor relations in our society, increased urban poverty, right, increased problems in urban areas, right, not just slumization, slum का problem ही नहीं, urban flooding आप देखिए पूरे इंडिया में urban flooding is common, climate migration है ना, tribal protest movements, tribal right issues, right, sustainable development, advocacy for sustainable development and unsustainable extractive model of development continues in our society. Yes na, changing family structure, gender relation, right? Of all these contemporary development, right, related questions being asked by UPSC. UPSC is asking question related to such development. If you analyze, you will understand this better. Yes ना, previous question को analyze करेंगे तो, right? जैसे आज के समय में contemporary reality क्या है? Contemporary reality है हमारे society में high rate of migration from rural to urban, rapid urbanization, growth of slums, social, settings are changing. Yes na. So questions related to UPSC, if you see previous year question paper, you will find one question related to rapid urbanization, growth of slums, right? Like one question, discuss various social problems which originated out of the speedy process of urbanization in India. So discuss various social problems which originated out of SPD process of social process of organization in India. Ab see, urbanization, a smart city project, yes na, like new cities, greenfield cities, suburban areas, development of suburban areas. These are all well visible in contemporary society. And so questions related to these topics asked by UPSC. Yes, na? So my suggestion would be contemporary, जो भी आपके syllabus topics है, उससे related whatever contemporary development you observe in society, right? Think over that. And even in static topics, urbanization and all, try to bring in those contemporary observations. Yes na, facts ka, phenomena ka, yes na, right? आप जैसे if you take 2024 question, like globalization has increased urban migration by skilled young unmarried women. Yes na, how has this trend impacted upon personal freedom and relationship with family? This is also one contemporary development. Skilled women, right, are migrating. Yes na, skilled unmarried women, right, migrating to urban settlements, search of employment. Yes na, claiming personal freedom, right, getting a point. So this is what I suggest. This is why I suggest to try to balance contemporary, static and contemporary while doing revision. Bias नहीं हो किधर भी कि बस अब इसी क्वेश्चन को आप एनालाइज कर रहे हो, यस ना, लिख रहे हो इस क्वेश्चन को कि ग्लोबलाइजेशन ने किस तरीके से increased urban migration by skilled young unmarried women, isn't it? So you will find कि like new developments, education, skill education, technical education, opportunities in urban settlements. Yes na, all these are contemporary developments, particularly IT sector jobs and all, hospitality sector, aviation sector. Yes na, and this trend has impacted their personal freedom and relationship. Freedom from whom? Our structural fact. Freedom from patriarchy, patriarchal restrictions. Yes na, patriarchal limitations, isn't it? Relationship, marriage and family relationship, right? New norms of relationship, isn't it? So this is. तो what I mean to say कि केवल रिवीजन नहीं करना है कि भाई फॉर्मेलिटी हो गया, कंप्लीट कर लिया सिलेबस एंड ऑल, rather brainstorming, mental storming, static and dynamic facts का is important. Yes ना? और इसके लिए अलग से कुछ नोट्स वगैरह करंट सोसाइटी रिलेटेड करंट अफेयर्स नोट्स बनाने की जरूरत भी नहीं है. न्यूज़पेपर रीडिंग्स एंड जनरल current affairs that you study, you have observation of the facts, you can borrow from there, right? So this is एक पॉइंट ऑफ डिस्कशन है, जैसे मैंने नेचर वगैरह क्वेश्चन का बता दिया. एक और पॉइंट आपको समझाओ कि look, mostly like topics of society, GS society area relates to humanities. Yes na, I mean human aspect of life, right? So try to humanize your answer, try to humanize your answer by becoming more reflective on observational facts, structural facts. Yes na, बस केवल डेटा एंड फैक्ट्स नहीं लिखने का है, राइट? ह्यूमनाइज करना है आंसर्स को, ह्यूमन टच देना है आंसर में. मैंने जैसे आपको बताया, ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड, है ना, कि अगर इफ यू आर राइटिंग माइग्रेशन तो ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड द क्वालिटी ऑफ द पीपल हु आर माइग्रेटिंग, हु आर द पीपल हु आर माइग्रेटिंग. यस ना, नॉट जस्ट क्वांटिटी, केवल क्वांटिटी नहीं. यस ना, ग्लोबलाइजेशन के ऊपर लिख रहे हैं, ग्लोबलाइजेशन, कंज्यूमर कल्चर. Apart from consumer culture, what are the other aspects through which we can understand globalization? Yes na. So what I mean to say, improve qualitative thinking and write qualitative answer in general studies, particularly society related question, not just quantitative. Halaki this funda will work in other subjects also. Don't just do quantitative quantification in answer, rather qualitative quantification. क्वांटिटेटिव क्वांटिफिकेशन नहीं करिए कि पहले से दिमाग में बैठा लिया है, फिक्स कर लिया है, 10 पॉइंट लिखना है, 10 मार्क्स लिखना है, 7 मिनट्स में लिखना है, 10 पॉइंट्स लिखना है. हाँ, जो मन करेगा मैं लेके आ जाऊंगा। जो मॉडल आंसर में दिया है वही लिखूंगा, ऐसा नहीं। थोड़ा अभी ट्राई टू डू ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग, मेंटल प्रैक्टिसिंग along with पेन एंड पेपर प्रैक्टिस। जैसे एक दिन टुमारो यू हैव टू राइट प्रैक्टिस टेस्ट, तो कल प्रैक्टिस टेस्ट लिखना है, आज मेंटल प्रैक्टिस हो जाना चाहिए। यस ना, प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन के ऊपर, राइट, मेंटल प्रैक्टिसिंग। एंड दैट ऑल्सो नॉट जस्ट क्वांटिटी कि मैं लास्ट में केवल डेटा फैक्ट्स वगैरह देख रहा हूँ, क्वालिटेटिव एस्पेक्ट ऑल्सो एज पर नेचर ऑफ प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस। यस ना, तो ये ध्यान रखने का है, राइट। लेट मी टॉक one more point, that is key, some expected topics for CSE 2026। क्या टॉपिक्स हो सकता है? एज आई सेड इन द बिगिनिंग कि भैया इसमें ट्राई टू कंप्लीट द होल सिलेबस, पूरे सिलेबस कंप्लीट कर लीजिए, ठीक है ना। इसमें बहुत ज्यादा सिलेक्टिव, कितना 7-8 टॉपिक्स आर देयर, ठीक है, 7-8 डेज में हो सकता है, ठीक है ना। तो सिलेबस कंप्लीट कर लो। फिर भी एक होता है ना कि फोकस शुड बी देयर, कि मेरा फोकस ज्यादा किस बात पे रहे। सो बेस्ड ऑन प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन एनालिसिस एंड कॉन्टेम्पररी ट्रेंड्स, लाइक फर्स्ट टॉपिक जो आपका है, दैट इज salient features of Indian society, salient features of Indian society, that is expected, है ना। last year also UPSC question like, how do you account for growing fast food industries given that there are increased health concern in modern society? Illustrate your answer with Indian experiences। अब ठीक है, ग्लोबलाइजेशन से रिलेट करता है दिस टॉपिक, मैकडोनलाइजेशन, ग्लोबलाइजेशन, मैकडोनाल्ड के आने के बाद, KFC आने के बाद ये सब बढ़ा है। बट या दिस इज वन साइलेंट फीचर ऑफ इंडियन सोसाइटी ऑल्सो। यस ना, कि वी हैव स्विच्ड टू फास्ट फूड। हमारा जो एस्थेटिक फूड था, रीजनल फूड था, राइट, लोकल फूड था, यस ना, स्टेपल फूड था, उससे हम फास्ट फूड पे चले गए। यस ना, तो साइलेंट फीचर इज ऑलवेज इंपॉर्टेंट, राइट। अगर आप प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन को एनालाइज भी करोगे तो आप देखोगे कि नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चंस हैव बीन आस्क्ड रिलेटेड टू सैलिएंट फीचर्स, उसका वेटेज ज्यादा है, ऑलमोस्ट 20% ऑफ द क्वेश्चन 2013 टू 24 आपको सैलिएंट फीचर से है, तो करना चाहिए। अभी क्या है, कास्ट सेंसस, है ना, कास्ट आइडेंटिटी पॉलिटिक्स, यस ना। अभी रिसेंट टाइम्स में मेनी इंसिडेंट्स ऑफ वायलेंस इन मैरिटल लाइफ, यस ना, और इंटरकास्ट मैरिज एंड ओनर किलिंग्स तो रिपोर्ट आता ही रहता है, इंटरकास्ट मैरिज, ओनर किलिंग्स एंड ऑल, इज इट because of this electoral politics and compulsive you know orientation, obsession for winning election, what we see, communalism and all these factors in society, so that is also threatening cultural diversity and resulting into community marginalization, yes na. So salient feature of Indian society will remain important, ये important रहेगा, तो इसका प्रिपरेशन आपको करना है। सेलिएंट फीचर्स ऑफ इंडियन सोसाइटी का अच्छे से कर लीजिए इसको, ठीक है। ये एक्सपेक्टेड टॉपिक हो सकता है इस साल के लिए, राइट। फर्दर अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस, ओके, ठीक है, एक है, ठीक है। सो इन दिस टॉपिक लाइक सेलिएंट फीचर्स ऑफ इंडियन सोसाइटी, आई विल सजेस्ट यू कि क्वेश्चन रिलेटेड टू फैमिली, मैरिज, है ना, जैसे Indian family and marriage is experiencing transformation rather than disintegration, right? Discuss. Last year there was a question in UPSC sociology paper, commercialization of marriage. Yes, na. So that is also one contemporary phenomena. Anand Ambani ji ka marriage, and overall, you can see in society commercialization of marriage. Yes, na. So family related question, marriage related question will be important. Such question you can think of कि Indian family marriage is experiencing transformation rather than disintegration। चाहे कितना भी मैरिजल लाइफ में प्रॉब्लम हो रहा हो, है ना, लेकिन आज भी मैरिज इंपॉर्टेंट है, राइट। इतना मैरिज हो रहा है डिस्पाइट प्रॉब्लम्स इन मैरिटल लाइफ, फ्रॉम इंदौर टू यूपी टू अभी recent incidents of violence in MP, yes na, Noida, many such. So you have to prepare, in this context, such topics become important, and uh, universal marriage, family system, joint family system, nuclear family, these are salient. This all comes under salient features of Indian society. Yes, na. Further, society and technology related question also, right? Ki how digital, I mean, what do we see? Ki digital technologies are redefining the process of child socialization. आज जो child socialization हो रहा है, so that is being redefined. Yes ना. अब जैसे last year sociology में question था, something identity formation and digital world, है ना, reference group identity formation digital world. So वहां से मेरे को insight मिल रहा है कि in society also digital technologies and society related question may come, like जैसे question हो सकता है कि digital technologies are redefining the process of socialization among children, not only children, youth also. Yes na. So such question you have to prepare. Yes na. इसका consequences क्या हो सकता है, analyze the consequences, evaluate या comment करके question आ सकता है. मतलब technology, family, culture and socialization. So these questions may be, like expected question. थोड़ा देखिए ये सब, right? क्या बोलते हैं आप, प्रायोरिटी क्वेश्चन है ना. मुझे बताया गया, बोला कि बच्चे ऐसा पूछते हैं हाई प्रायोरिटी क्वेश्चन, तो ऐसा क्वेश्चन आ सकता है, ठीक है ना, राइट. फर्दर एक व्हाट वी सी कास्ट रिलेटेड, कि अभी कास्ट रिलेटेड टेंशंस एंड वायलेंस ना, तो क्वेश्चन में भी लाइक कि डिस्पाइट मॉडर्नाइजेशन, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल रिफॉर्म्स, राइट, caste identity or caste continues to shape social identity, social opportunity, social inequality, कुछ भी इस तरीके से related आ सकता है. social inequality in Indian society may be critically examined. ये ऐसा question आएगा statement, तो that question command word will be critically examined. Yes na, right. So please prepare all these are high probable topics, questions. Further, another area, women. Yes, now, although last year UPSC did not ask direct question on women or women related issues. Yes, now, but this is always a high priority topic. Yes, now, and there is very high probability of asking questions. Yes, now, right. Women in our society is always a recurring topic of discussion. Women rights, women roles, women issues, है ना. अभी जैसे women reservation, yes ना, right. तो important है, but yeah, nature of questions becoming more specific. जैसा 2024 का क्वेश्चन में बताया, yes ना, कि skilled unmarried women, right. तो क्वेश्चन का नेचर स्पेसिफिक हो रहा है, थोड़ा स्पेसिफिक. ट्राइबल वुमेन में भी, जैसे क्वेश्चन पूछा गया कि स्किल्ड अनमैरिड वुमेन, तो मे बी ट्राइबल वुमेन, मे बी अर्बन मिडिल क्लास वुमेन, रूरल मिडिल क्लास वुमेन. यस ना. अभी आपने देखा बिहार के अंदर आजीविका, वुमेन इन फैमिली, आजीविका वर्क, मेंबर ऑफ आजीविका, जीविका, like those women were paid 10,000 rupees for entrepreneurship, है ना. बिहार में 10,000 में entrepreneurship हो जाता है, राइट. लोग सक्सेसफुल स्टार्टअप एंटरप्रेन्योर बन जाते हैं, काइंड ऑफ. तो लाइक स्पेसिफिक रूरल वुमेन को दिया गया है ना, रूरल वुमेन. यस ना, राइट. तो प्लीज ब्रेनस्टॉर्म ओवर दिस एंड एक्सपेक्ट क्वेश्चन रिलेटेड टू दिस, है ना. अभी बिकॉज ऑफ पैट्रियार्की, राइट, very few women have realized opportunities in gig economy. Yes ना. gig economy में आज भी आप वुमेन का पार्टिसिपेशन बहुत कम देखेंगे. यस ना. तो अब दिस इज लाइक क्वेश्चन मार्क ऑन वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट. यस ना, राइट. फॉर्मल सेक्टर एम्प्लॉयमेंट इज लेस, इनफॉर्मल सेक्टर एम्प्लॉयमेंट इज हाई. यस ना. Education of women is still very high in India. Hardly 16-17% women are working in non-agriculture wage sector. In a state like Bihar, only 8%, 9% women are working in non-agriculture wage sector. तो अभी भी ये सब इशूज है, इसलिए टॉपिक इंपॉर्टेंट है. यस ना, राइट. हाँ, ये हो सकता है कि लाइक क्वेश्चन में भी रिलेटेड टू AI, डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म्स एंड वुमेन. यस ना, बिकॉज दीज आर evolving themes, right? Question may be ki artificial intelligence, digital technology, digital platforms can become both tools for empowerment and sources of exclusion for women in India. ध्यान रखना कि artificial intelligence, digital platforms can become both tools for empowerment and areas of exclusion for women in India. Yes ना? Right. Discuss. ऐसा क्वेश्चन हो सकता है, ठीक है ना? Right? क्योंकि हम क्या देख रहे हैं कि AI, अभी मैंने कहा कि डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म्स, गिग इकोनॉमी not open for women. Yes na? Right. So AI or digital platforms impact women differently. Yes na? Because of gender based digital divide in our society. Yes na? In such questions, you'll have to analyze technology, employment, gender divide, digital divide. Yes na? So ऐसा क्वेश्चन का प्रेप कर लीजिए. Further question may be like how अभी based on current observation, आज जो सोसाइटी में हम देख रहे हैं, यस ना, तो क्वेश्चन में भी कि हाउ इंक्रीजिंग एजुकेशनल अचीवमेंट अमंग वुमेन हैव नॉट proportionately translated into economic participation or social empowerment. Yes na, getting your point. So prepare for such question which involves change, continuity, contradiction. Change, continuity, contradiction. Yes na? जैसे नहीं, in this question, increasing educational achievement among women have not proportionately translated into economic participation or social empowerment. Maybe social empowerment, maybe economic participation. अगर ऐसा रहेगा कि एग्जामिन या कमेंट या डिस्कस, यस ना, तो इसमें एजुकेशन, पैट्रियार्की, लेबर फोर्स पार्टिसिपेशन, है ना, डेवलपमेंट, एम्पावरमेंट, ऑल डायमेंशन विल कम. यस ना? So you can expect such questions, right? Further, one more question, the burden of unpaid care work, remains one major obstacle to substantive gender equality in India. Such questions will be asked with the tag, question, command word, directive word, comment. Yes na? या discuss. Yes na? Statement देकर comment करने बोलता है ना? Right. तो प्रिपेयर सच क्वेश्चंस जिसमें कुछ कॉन्ट्रडिक्शन हो, क्योंकि अभी नेचर ऑफ क्वेश्चन को एनालाइज करोगे तो प्रीवियस ईयर में यही दिखेगा कि क्वेश्चंस में कॉन्टिन्यूटी एस्पेक्ट इज देयर, चेंज एस्पेक्ट इज देयर एंड कॉन्ट्रडिक्शंस, पैराडॉक्सेस आर आल्सो देयर. यस ना? सो दिस इज अपार्ट फ्रॉम साइलेंट फीचर एंड वुमेन related issues, globalization again, last year also this was a hit theme actually, and इस बार भी रहेगा globalization. 25 में भी था. तो इतना कुछ ग्लोबल हो रहा है, यस ना, पूरा ग्लोबल वर्ल्ड इज स्ट्रगलिंग टू सर्वाइव. यस ना, बिकॉज ऑफ मैडनेस ऑफ फ्यू लीडर्स. तो फिर इंपॉर्टेंट रहेगा ये, राइट? जैसे लास्ट ईयर विद द कंज्यूमर कल्चर, फास्ट फूड इंडस्ट्री, ये सब ग्लोबल ही है ना, मैकडोनाल्ड एंड ऑल. यस ना, KFC, राइट? तो क्वेश्चंस, this topic will also be important this year, and इसमें भी क्वेश्चन का नेचर थोड़ा सा based on previous year question. Do practice, है ना? जैसे globalization has created a culture of consumption, but it has also produced new forms of cultural hybridity in India, है ना? ठीक है, कंज्यूमर कल्चर को प्रमोट किया है, but it has also produced new form of cultural hybridity in India. Examine, right? अब look, simple observation based cultural hybridity, right? अभी हम क्या देखते, जितना वेस्टर्न फूड है हमारे यहाँ, all like modified with Indian spices. Yes ना, right? अपना ड्रेस कोड, इंडो वेस्टर्न ड्रेस कोड. यस ना, इंडो वेस्टर्न लाइफ स्टाइल, कल्चर, राइट? डेनिम जीन्स, कुर्ता. यस ना? तो you have to examine different aspects of cultural hybridity in India, right? In social aspect, in cultural aspect, in economic aspect, in political aspect. Yes na, getting a point. So this is Further, you can expect, question like how have digital media platforms transformed process of cultural globalization in India? Digital media platforms ने किस तरीके से cultural globalization को transform किया है in India? Yes, na, cultural globalization in India. So you can expect such questions, which like involve some depth and analysis, right? Further, question like the rise of platform economy or digital capitalism term तो नहीं रहेगा, platform economy has transformed work and social relation in India. Analyze. So yes, work and social relation both have transformed. Yes, na, because of this platform economy in today's digital world. Yes, na, right. So such questions are expected, right? And these expectations are based on not only UPSC society questions trend, in last 5 years, but also last 2-3 years sociology paper 2, paper 1 questions कि उधर जो नेचर है कुछ रिफ्लेक्शन उसका रहता है सोसाइटी में भी, सोशियोलॉजी पेपर का रिफ्लेक्शन सोसाइटी में भी रहता है. यस ना. Another area apart from these, effect of globalization, another important area, urbanization with अभी जैसे लास्ट ईयर था डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिव जस्टिस, स्मार्ट सिटी एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिव जस्टिस, तो हाइब्रिड क्वेश्चन का एक्सपेक्टेशन रखना कि अर्बनाइजेशन, सोशल जस्टिस, this will also be high probability, right, high priority topic, right? Jैसे in year 2023 also urban marginalization related question was asked, in 25 also smart city and distributive justice. Yes na. So further future focus may be towards human side of urbanization. Yes na, not just infrastructure. अब urbanization का केवल infrastructure development, rural to urban shift of population, केवल वो नहीं, human side में है ना, जैसे smart city and distributive justice. Yes na, gender justice. Yes na, women empowerment. Yes na, right, urbanization and marginalization of women, right? तो ये सब, या discrimination against migrants. Yes na, ethnic conflicts, urbanization, ethnic conflict. इस तरीके का क्वेश्चन प्रैक्टिस करना, दिस टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन में बी आस्क्ड. यस ना. फर्दर क्वेश्चन में बी लाइक कैन इंडियन सिटीज बिकम ट्रूली इंक्लूसिव? अब जो कि लास्ट ईयर डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिव जस्टिस क्वेश्चन पूछा है तो अपन को उसी डायरेक्शन में सोचना है. यू हैव टू थिंक, यू हैव टू बी प्रिपेयर्ड. कैन इंडियन सिटीज बी ट्रूली इंक्लूसिव without addressing informal settlements and the rights of migrants? Discuss, right? Expect such questions, Indian cities, informal settlements, rights of migrants. Migration is increasing. Yes na, to expect such question. Further, you can expect questions like urbanization has created new opportunities but has also deepened social segregation, social separation. So yes, in urban areas you can observe social segregation. Bengali mohalla है ना, बिहारी मोहल्ला, पंजाबी मोहल्ला, getting your point. New opportunities तो है urban settlements में, लेकिन it has also deepened social segregation, separation, social distance. Yes ना. So this is, वैसे क्वेश्चन का प्रैक्टिस करिए, एक्सपेक्ट करो वैसे क्वेश्चंस, राइट? फर्दर यू कैन एक्सपेक्ट वन मोर क्वेश्चन, एग्जामिन द इंपैक्ट ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी ड्रिवन अर्बन गवर्नेंस. स्मार्ट सिटी क्या है? टेक्नोलॉजी ड्रिवन है. अर्बन गवर्नेंस ऑन सोशल inclusion. Examine the impact of technology driven urban governance on social inclusion, maybe on women empowerment. Yes na, right, maybe on social welfare, right? So this is also high priority topic. And apart from this, look, population dynamics, last year also this was expected, questions. UPSC did not ask direct question on population and associated issues, but this year you can expect, right? Context भी है क्योंकि सेंसस चल रहा है, और ऐसे भी पॉपुलेशन, नॉट ओनली जस्ट सेंसस, अभी क्या देख रहे हैं अपन इंडियन सोसाइटी में, we are transiting into new demographic phase of aged population, aging population. Yes na. ठीक है, आप कहेंगे कॉकरोच पार्टी है सर, जेनजी है, यूथ पॉपुलेशन है, लेकिन ठीक है, एजिंग भी तो बढ़ रहा है ना, राइट? सो वी आर एंटरिंग इनटू न्यू डेमोग्राफिक फेज दैट इज ऑफ एज्ड पॉपुलेशन। आप कॉकरोच पार्टी देख रहे हैं तो कह सकते हैं कि यूथ एस्पायरेशन, यस ना, यूथ इज एस्पायरिंग, राइट, इंक्रीज माइग्रेशन, राइट, अर्बन डेमोग्राफिक ट्रांजिशन भी हम देख रहे हैं, फास्ट growth of urban settlements. So in this context, apart from census, these evolving facts also make this topic important for this year. Yes ना? तो इसका भी प्रेप किया जाए अच्छे से। क्वेश्चन पूछेंगे कि सर किस टाइप का क्वेश्चन आ सकता है, कुछ आइडियल टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन। तो यस, क्वेश्चन में भी लाइक इंडियाज डेमोग्राफिक डिविडेंड कैन बिकम अ डेमोग्राफिक liability without investment in human capital. Discuss. Maybe without investment in industries. Discuss. Yes, na? Getting your point. तो डेमोग्राफिक डिविडेंड, डेमोग्राफिक लिएबिलिटी, डेमोग्राफिक डिजास्टर, विदाउट दिस ऐसा थॉट कर लो, क्वेश्चंस इससे बन सकता है, राइट? फर्दर एजिंग रिलेटेड इंपॉर्टेंट है क्योंकि गवर्नमेंट ने इनिशिएटिव भी लिया है एज्ड के लिए इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी एंड ऑल, राइट? ठीक है ना? तो एजिंग इंपॉर्टेंट है, हमारा एक डेमोग्राफिक फीचर भी है, इस फेज में भी हम जा रहे हैं, मैं भी फास्ट एज्ड हो रहा हूं, यस ना? तो एजिंग रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन भी, मे बी क्वेश्चन लाइक कि एजिंग population represents a new social challenge for India. Examine. तो yes, aging population represents a new social challenge. इतना बर्डन बढ़ रहा है सोसाइटी के ऊपर, डेमोग्राफिक डिपेंडेंसी इज इंक्रीजिंग, तो क्वेश्चन में भी लाइक है ना। एंड माइग्रेशन इज ऑलवेज अ हिट टॉपिक, दिस इज ऑल्सो माइग्रेशन। अभी आपने देखा इतना रिवर्स माइग्रेशन हुआ बॉम्बे से दिल्ली से, बिकॉज ऑफ दिस एलपीजी क्राइसिस, है ना, पेट्रोलियम क्राइसिस एंड ऑल, एलपीजी क्राइसिस। तो माइग्रेशन से भी, अब डायरेक्ट रिवर्स माइग्रेशन नहीं रहेगा क्वेश्चन, बट या माइग्रेशन रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन जैसे मे बी कि माइग्रेशन इज नो लॉन्गर मियरली इकोनॉमिक प्रोसेस, यस ना, बट अ फोर्स ट्रांसफॉर्मिंग सोशल इंस्टीट्यूशन। माइग्रेशन इज नॉट मियरली इकोनॉमिक process but a force transforming social institution, maybe a force transforming culture. Particularly reverse migration, rural to urban migration, urban people go back to rural areas, yes na, with the culture of urban, yes na. तो ट्रांसफॉर्मिंग सोशल इंस्टीट्यूशन में भी, ट्रांसफॉर्मिंग कल्चर में भी, है ना, ऐसा स्टेटमेंट होगा, कमेंट, डिस्कस, यस ना। सो दिस इज फर्दर अनदर इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक में बी पॉवर्टी, इनइक्वालिटी एंड सोशल जस्टिस। दिस इज ऑल्सो हाई प्रायोरिटी टॉपिक, कर लेना चाहिए इसको भी, यस ना, राइट? in year 2025 already, like poverty related question, yes na, I mean not full question, part है ना, distributive justice and all, 24-25 दोनों में, both 24 and 25 indicate a strong return of poverty questions with focus on inequality and justice, distributive justice, yes ना। तो थोड़ा specific में जाएगा, specific, you have to think, right? Question may be like economic growth without social inclusion can intensify inequalities, can intensify conflict, can intensify communalism. Economic growth without social inclusion can intensify ethnic conflict, yes na, regional conflict। हाइब्रिड क्वेश्चन, कोरिलेटेड, है ना, इंटरडिसिप्लिनरी क्वेश्चंस आ सकते हैं, ठीक है ना, ऐसा। फर्दर लाइक क्वेश्चन में भी कि मल्टी डायमेंशनल पॉवर्टी रिक्वायर्स मल्टी डायमेंशनल सॉल्यूशन, है ना, जैसे लास्ट ईयर यूपीएससी में पूछा कैपेबिलिटी अप्रोच, है ना, अमर सेन जी का अप्रोच। सो मे बी क्वेश्चन रिलेटेड टू दैट आल्सो, यस ना, राइट? क्वेश्चन में भी थोड़ा सा रिवर्स से कि सोशल एक्सक्लूजन इज अ ग्रेटर चैलेंज देन एब्सोल्यूट पॉवर्टी in contemporary Indian society. Social exclusion is greater challenge than absolute poverty, या poverty in contemporary Indian society. Comment or analyze. Yes na, right? तो this is, तो इन टॉपिक्स को भी प्रेप कर लीजिए, बट नॉट जस्ट कि हाँ मैंने पॉवर्टी एनालाइज कर लिया, पॉवर्टी को पढ़ लिया, कॉम्पार्टमेंटलाइज्ड मैनर में नहीं। कॉम्पार्टमेंटलाइज्ड रिवीजन will not work particularly for society area, yes na। Apart from this, other topic related to anomie normlessness in our society. That is communalism, regionalism, secularism. Yes ना, like अगर आप देखोगे तो 2013 onward these topics at highest weightage, till 19, है ना. तो फिर भी अभी in today's society also what we see, debate on secularism, communal tensions, communal conflict. Yes na, at times regional mobilization, regional, you know supra regionalism, two or more states coming to one platform. Yes na, demanding for something. Yes na. तो ये टॉपिक भी कर लेना चाहिए, इसको कर लीजिए. कुछ क्वेश्चंस भी, मतलब जैसे सेकुलरिज्म रिलेटेड क्वेश्चंस. इंडियन सेकुलरिज्म इज बेस्ड ऑन द आइडिया ऑफ प्रिंसिपल्ड डिस्टेंस rather than a strict separation. Explain. Yes ना, सेकुलरिज्म रिलेटेड ऐसा क्वेश्चन हो सकता है, बिकॉज डिबेट इज रिलेटेड टू सेकुलरिज्म. यस ना, कि वेदर देयर शुड बी प्रिंसिपल्ड डिस्टेंस और स्ट्रिक्ट सेपरेशन. स्ट्रिक्ट सेपरेशन तो है नहीं. यस ना, इक्वी रिस्पेक्ट विथ इक्वी डिस्टेंस की बात है सेकुलरिज्म एज पर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, लेकिन वैसा हमारे सोसाइटी में तो दिखता नहीं है. स्टेट ऐसा नहीं मेंटेन करता है ना. तो प्लीज प्रिपेयर दिस. फर्दर क्वेश्चन में भी रिलेटेड टू रीजनलिज्म. व्हाट वी सी, like Chandrababu Naidu ji advocating for, motivating, Telugu people to increase population. Yes na, Telugu population and all. Many such regional aspirations are visible. Yes na. So regional aspiration related may question be there, maybe like regional aspiration can strengthen national integration if managed, through cooperative federalism. मतलब cooperative federalism. एंड अब ये ऐसा नहीं कहोगे कि सर ये क्वेश्चन इसमें नहीं आएगा. नहीं, लास्ट ईयर तो पॉलिटी रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन आ चुका है पेपर 1 में. यस ना, सिविल सर्विस और सिविल एथिक्स रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन. तो मे बी रीजनलिज्म एंड कोऑपरेटिव फेडरलिज्म करके क्वेश्चन बी आस्क्ड, राइट. फर्दर you may prep, like economic inequalities often reinforce identity-based mobilization, identity-based regional mobilization or conflict in Indian society. Discuss, analyze, comment, है ना. अब प्रॉब्लम होता है कि इनइक्वालिटी इकोनॉमिक है, कंपटीशन इकोनॉमिक है. यस ना, बट आइडेंटिटी बेस्ड कॉन्फ्लिक्ट इन महाराष्ट्र. अब माइग्रेंट वर्कर्स फ्रॉम बिहार, यूपी taking away jobs, local jobs, local work, local jobs, employment opportunities. Ab migrants are ready to work at low wages, 500 rupees. Local workers are not ready to work at 500 rupees. They demand minimum wage as per state law, 1000 rupees or 800 rupees. Yes na. So here problem is economic. Problem is, migrants cannot wait, they cannot bargain because of their poor economic condition. Yes na. And so what we see ki economic inequalities, economic factors often reinforce identity based conflict. Matlab Marathi, Bihari, identity based conflict, identity based mobilization in society. Yes na. So please prep this question may be related to this area. And most importantly, evolving topics. Apart from this, जो evolving topics है, जो society में हमें दिख रहा है. Yes na, social media, right, AI, artificial intelligence, digital platforms. Yes na. And all these, like evolving facts impacting family life, marriage, culture, identity. Today, identity formation is more related to digital world than family socialization. Yes na. All these development, AI, digital technology, social media impacting social institution. Yes na. So please brainstorm questions related to such evolution and development in society. Every aspect of society is being influenced by digital development, digital, like platforms, social media, artificial intelligence. Yes na, right. So इसके लिए भी प्रेप कर लेना है ना. आप कहेंगे सर कैसा क्वेश्चन हो सकता है, तो क्वेश्चन में भी लाइक कि social media has expanded democratic participation. Yes, no doubt, expanded democratic participation, but it has also intensified social fragmentation. इसने social fragmentation को भी बढ़ाया है. तो yes, right. So you have to critically analyze such a statement. Maybe critically analyze such a statement, right? Further, we can expect, question related to AI. The artificial intelligence is not merely a technological transformation, but a social transformation. It's not merely a technological transformation, but social transformation. Maybe discuss, maybe comment. Yes, no? Right. Further question may be like, digital platforms have altered nature of social relationship and individual identity, particularly among youths. Examine. Yes, na? So yes, digital platforms are altering the nature of social relationship. जो फेस टू फेस हमारा रिलेशनशिप होता था, है ना, राइट, दैट इज चेंजिंग. यस ना, इंडिविजुअल आइडेंटिटी इज चेंजिंग, राइट. आपका एक डिजिटल आइडेंटिटी है ना, डिजिटल वर्ल्ड में आपको लोग जानते हैं. यस ना, राइट. तो एग्जामिन ऐसा क्वेश्चन आ सकता है. सो प्लीज गोइंग बियॉन्ड सिलेबस टॉपिक्स, ये 2-3 टॉपिक का भी आपको प्रेप कर लेना है, रिवाइज कर लेना है. एंड व्हाइल राइटिंग आंसर, be that social media or digital platform, just reflect on a structural aspect of society, a structural aspect of society like family, marriage, kinship, economy, agriculture, industry, services, polity, panchayat, state level, central level. Yes na, religion, है ना. तो education, different levels of education. Yes na, how digital platforms has contributed to massification of education. जो गवर्नमेंट नहीं कर सकी वो डिजिटल एजुकेशन कर रहा है, यूट्यूब कर रहा है. यस ना, ऑल्दो यूट्यूबर्स आर क्रिटिसाइज्ड एट टाइम्स बाय मेनस्ट्रीम मीडिया, लेकिन भाई कंट्रीब्यूशन तो है ना, राइट. सो दिस इज तो प्रेप फॉर दिस टॉपिक्स आल्सो, राइट. सो ठीक है, ये सब बात ध्यान में रखिए एंड प्रैक्टिस टुमारो. कल आपका एक प्रैक्टिस टेस्ट है. यस ना, कल प्रैक्टिस करिए, राइट. इंडियन सिटी, ठीक है. जैसे डिस्कस द इम्पैक्ट ऑफ ग्लोबलाइजेशन ऑन इंडियन रूरल सोशल स्ट्रक्चर. तो यहाँ भी दिस इज ऑल्सो मल्टी डायमेंशनल क्वेश्चन. ग्लोबलाइजेशन एंड रूरल सोशल स्ट्रक्चर, बोले तो रूरल एग्रेरियन सोशल स्ट्रक्चर, उसके ऊपर कैसा इम्पैक्ट है. टुमारो यू विल you have to write all these questions, yes na. Here also you will have to connect the dots. Yes na, rural social structure बोले तो rural agrarian social structure, right. Caste, family, तो joint family system. Yes na, right. social structure का part है arranged marriage. Yes na, right. Education, so you have to inquire into how globalization impacting rural social structure, right. family structure में like family relationship के ऊपर impact, right. So please write tomorrow's test. Further we will discuss. Please keep in mind all the session. Lastly, I will suggest you all few words keep in mind. समझ में अगर आ जाए तो ठीक, नहीं तो please come and discuss with me. Please do quantitative. Please don't do quantitative quantification. Just don't dump data, facts, reports, committee reports, etc. flowcharts, block diagrams, dumping नहीं करो. Yes ना. Don't do quantitative quantification, rather qualitative quantification. लिख लेना, करोगे तो मार्क्स आएगा. Qualitative quantification, quantity होना चाहिए, but that must reflect quality, dimensions, is it analytical depth. Yes ना. केवल मॉडल आंसर को कॉपी पेस्ट करने से डबल डिजिट में नंबर आ रहा है GS3 में, GS2 में also. Those who fail to qualify means they get double digit marks or average marks below 50% of the marks. Yes na. So don't just do quantitative quantification as per the template given by institutions, है ना, कि introduction में data, facts, reports, main body में textual dimension, editorial arguments, way forward. Don't write this template. आप कोचिंग ए से कोचिंग बी में जा रहे हो, कोचिंग बी से कोचिंग सी में जा रहे हो, कोचिंग सी से कोचिंग डी में जा रहे हो. Yes na, every year expecting to get better score, improvement in your score, but you are not improving your score because everywhere you are doing the same. Yes na. So please try to try to bring some change in your style, in your articulation, and try to give analytical depth to your answer. I have tried to explain with examples. Yes na, globalization का क्वेश्चन का एग्जांपल मैंने दिया. एनालिटिकल डेप्थ में जाओ. यस ना, राइट. एनालिसिस करो, एप्लीकेशन करो. यस ना, राइट. एनालिसिस, एप्लीकेशन, है ना, एनालिसिस ऑफ कॉजेज, कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस, राइट. तो ये सब मतलब जस्ट डोंट जस्ट follow a fixed format. Don't limit your potentials for following the fixed format. अपने पोटेंशियल को लिमिट नहीं करो. यस ना, आप एक टेम्पलेट के साथ सॉल्यूशन नहीं दे सकते हो एज आईएएस. ठीक है ना. In the field, as IAS officer, district magistrate, you cannot just find solution holding one book in your hand, Lakshmikant ka book or society ka NCERT book. Yes na, you will have to think holistically to provide solution to the problem. Yes na. So please, ये compartmentalize approach of revision, compartmentalize approach of writing answer, इसको avoid करो. Please try to bring maturity in your answer. Try to leave intellectual imprint in your answer. Yes ना, imprint कैसे आएगा? तो आंसर लिखकर अप्रोच करिए. इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ ह्यूमैनिटीज में वी आर देयर टू ह्यूमनाइज योर आंसर. आपके आंसर को ह्यूमनाइज कैसे करें, जनरलाइज कैसे करें, I will discuss, we will discuss, we all will discuss, Shabir sir, madam, Ranjan madam, and many other Balyan sir, सभी लोग discuss करेंगे how to humanize, how to generalize. General study है, तो generalize करना है, not just writing a special data and facts. Research paper नहीं बनाना है इसको. Otherwise, others are getting, average score. Last year also, majority students, got below 50% of the marks. Those who failed to qualify or those who qualified means, right? तो आप थोड़ा सा डिफरेंटली थॉट करिए, इसके ऊपर काम करिए. यस ना, फॉलो दिस सजेशंस. ठीक है. ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड नेचर ऑफ क्वेश्चन, कॉन्सेप्चुअल क्वेश्चन, एनालिटिकल क्वेश्चन, अप्लाइड क्वेश्चन. यस ना, हाइब्रिड क्वेश्चन. यस ना, राइट. हाइब्रिड क्वेश्चन है तो मल्टीपल डायमेंशन लिखना होगा. स्पेशल डेटा फैक्ट्स लिखने में हमारा मल्टीपल डायमेंशन नहीं आएगा. तो प्लीज, तो याद रखने का है कि do qualitative quantification, not just quantitative quantification. Try to generalize and humanize your answers. Yes na, right. Be more interdisciplinary, right, in nature. ठीक है, interdisciplinary रहिए. ठीक है. So this is all for today. Further we will connect. आपके जो doubts हैं तो डाउट सॉल्व होगा. ठीक है. बट इधर जूम के ऊपर डाउट्स तो चैट बॉक्स या ओके फाइन. कनेक्ट टू मी. आई गेस यू ऑल हैव like my number. If not, please ask the coordinator. He will provide my number. And the things which I have discussed, if you have problems or doubt, understanding the nature of question, what dimension to write, how to introduce, what to write in introduction, main body, conclusion, you can connect to me, you can talk to me, right? You can text me, WhatsApp me. Yes na. Okay, see you all. Good luck.